Here's a story of one person whose life changed in a blink of an eye and how he kept pushing forward against all odds.
If you found out you had 6 months to live, what would you do? Every heart has a story. This is Tyrone's.
It happened around closing time, and my wife had called me and asked me to bring some detergent home. So I walked in back of the store. But when I got to the end of the aisle, I had a 9mm put up to my head. And when they put the gun to my head and told me to open the safe up, it just triggered something to my heart. And like I said, the muscles just stopped. It just felt like my heart just dropped out right then. That's when my family doctor found out my muscles to my heart had stopped working. First thing I thought about was my kids. What's gonna happen to them?
When they first told me that he was sick, I was kind of scared. Like my dad, I haven't even been married yet. He won't get to walk me down the aisle. I might miss out on all the father-daughter things that we haven't got to do yet.
When they diagnosed me with congestive heart failure, actually one of the doctors came in and told me in 2012 that I had 6 months to live.
Tyrone's heart became too weak to pump blood to the rest of his body. His heart was working at a fraction of what it should. He couldn't walk to the nearest wall to support himself. He was short-winded all the time. But what if I told you this wasn't the end of Tyrone's story? That there's a future of possibilities waiting for him. While Tyrone waited for a new heart, Abbott and his healthcare providers equipped him with a suite of implants that kept his heart going. The HeartMate 3 heart pump circulated the blood through his body, performing the heart's job for it. And his CardioMEMS heart failure system monitors his heart's function wherever he goes, even to this day. Tyrone's implants kept him going until he was the recipient of a new heart in 2021. Today, he's unlocking new possibilities and living a fuller life.
When I got introduced to the Abbott, that was the best thing in my life because I had a second chance in life. I'm still standing here, I'm still having fun, I'm still bowling, I'm still fishing, I'm still barbecuing, I'm still doing whatever I want to do. It's like I'm living a dream. I was helped, I was showed the way. So now I'm showing other patients the way.
Stories like Tyrone's are why we do the work we do at Abbott. We're fighting for Tyrone and for everyone who might find themselves in a similar position, fighting to help them live life with the dignity that every human deserves. And for years, Abbott devices kept Tyrone alive. In fact, one of these devices, called CardioMEMS, and it's a tiny pressure sensor implanted in the pulmonary artery, still has his back, literally. Every night, Tyrone lies on a special pillow that sends data from blood flow pressure and heart rate from his CardioMEMS device to his doctors and alerts them if there's a problem. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let's hear it straight from him. Please welcome to the stage, Tyrone Morris. Woo! Listen, I know your story. We've known each other for a couple of years already, and your story is so incredible. And last year, it was January 13th, you got a new heart. And off script, like amazing, a new heart, like wow. Tell me and tell everybody, like, how does it feel, like after all of that, to have this new heart, this new second chance?
Well, it feels amazing. I never thought that I would be in this situation in my life. First, I would like to thank Abbott and all the engineers for what they have done for me. They have saved my life.
You you have two devices right now, a pacemaker and CardioMEMS. You had a third one, which was the HeartMate that kind of kept you going. Explain to people what it's like to have all of these implanted devices in you and kind of living with them. How was it?
It changed my life. I had 3 of Abbott devices implanted in my chest. It saved me. I was still able to barbecue, fish, play with my grandkids, play basketball, do whatever I like in life. It kept me alive to be on the stage at this point.
That's great. One of the things that I love about your story is that, you got such a big heart and now you're paying it forward. So you actually have a support group that you lead to help other people that are going through a similar situation with their cardiac care. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that also?
Well, I learned a lot about the heart pump, the HeartMate 3. So I'm taking the knowledge that I learned and sharing it with others. I think that's the best way for me to give back.
Yeah, that's great. Well, listen, I am so happy to see you here on stage. I'm so happy that you came and shared your story. Happy New Year to you, and you got a special anniversary every year now in January. Happy anniversary too.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.